Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. It's official, Lori Harvey is dating the actor Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey sent people into a frenzy when they posted each other on their Instagram pages, and there were a lot of surprise reactions. Now, there were a lot of people who already knew that Michael was seeing Lori because they were spotted together during the Thanksgiving holiday last year. They also were spotted together around New Year's. They went on this romantic, snowy getaway trip in Salt Lake City. And even though they didn't take pictures together, they've dropped enough hints to let people know that they were vacationing together. Now, Michael B. Jordan surprised a lot of his fans when he officially posted Lori on his Instagram page. And this is the first time we've seen Michael claim somebody in the height of his career. Now, we have seen Michael B. Jordan spotted with some women here and there, but he has never publicly claimed any of these women, at least from what we know. However, him posting Lori Harvey is his way of letting it be known that she is his woman. And I have to say kudos to Lori for snagging a good one. Lori Harvey was able to bag a wealthy, successful actor. He's one of the most sought after bachelors in Hollywood, and Lori was able to get him. So kudos to her. She went from dating men like Memphis Depay, Diddy, Trey Songz, Future, but now she's leveled up and she's dating one of the hottest actors in Hollywood. And I think this is a great look for Lori Harvey. This is going to give her new exposure. And this is also a great look for Michael B. Jordan as well, because this type of publicity is actually good for his brand. Now, Michael B. Jordan has been linked to other women in the past, and a lot of the women he's dated have been non-black women. And nothing is wrong with him dating outside of his race, but a lot of people felt like he didn't like black girls because they never seen him with one.
What's the craziest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
That I don't date black women.
Now, he has had a black girlfriend, but because Michael is so low-key with his dating, most people really didn't know. The only time we seen him with another woman was when the paparazzi would sneak a pic of them, and a lot of times the women would be non-black. And like I said before, there's nothing wrong with Michael dating outside of his race. But because a good portion of Michael's fan base is made up of black women, it's actually a better look for him to be seen with a black woman, which is probably one of the reasons why he got with Lori Harvey. While I think Michael and Lori like each other and probably get along well, I also wouldn't be surprised if they got together for publicity. And this is good PR for both Michael and Lori, especially Lori, because Lori is being praised for snagging one of the hottest actors in Hollywood. And he claimed her first, y'all. This is the key right here. He claimed her first. She didn't have to beg for it. She didn't have to be thirsty. She didn't have to clout chase. He claimed her. And that's how it should be. Women are the prize, and we should carry ourselves like we are the prize. Anyway, on to the next topic. I want to talk about Jazmine Sullivan. Jazmine Sullivan recently dropped her new music project called Heaux, and Heaux has a French spelling, H-e-a-u-x. So she dropped her new project, and I got a chance to listen to it, and I loved it. However, there was a little bit of controversy surrounding one of her songs called Price Tags, which features the artist Anderson .Paak. Some people thought Anderson .Paak's verse was problematic because he made a colorist remark, and I'm actually going to get into that. But before I do want to talk a little bit about Jazmine's music project, Heaux. This is actually an EP. This is not an album. So I do want to emphasize that for anybody who thought the project was too short or it was missing something. It's not an official album. However, I liked Heaux, and I really like the concept of the project. In my opinion, I think Heaux is kind of like an extension of Jazmine Sullivan's album Reality Show. Jazmine is a very observant writer, and she has an amazing way of penning songs from different perspectives. And she conveys the message in a way that's more believable when she sings about it from a first person point of view. And like reality show, Hotels draws inspiration from other people's real life experiences. It doesn't matter how ratchet and crazy the experiences are, Jazmine is able to convey it in a way that makes people understand and relate. So that's one of the reasons why I like Jazmine as an artist. And on top of that, she's a vocal beast. But Hotels really centers around women and their sexuality. It gives one perspective of women being sexually liberated and knowing what they want, but also it provides another perspective of the danger of being too sexually free. And Jazmine kind of expresses that on her song Bodies. She sang from a perspective of a person who got too lit and ended up finding herself in some random person's bed. And that's kind of the danger of being too sexually open. You don't know what you expose yourself to. So there has to be some boundaries. Also on the EP, Jazmine shows a perspective of women who use sex to get what they want financially. And this has been a very popular message promoted in music. Get that bread, get that head, then leave. That's what people have been saying. And that's what artists like the City Girls have been talking about in their music. This is a very popular thing where women are promoting the idea of exchanging sex for material things and money. And some people may call it prostitution, but tricking comes in different shapes and different forms. There are some women who are married or in relationships, and they sometimes use sex to get what they want from their partners. It happens. And also in another song like Put It Down, Jazmine talks about women being stupid over the D. They lose themselves over a no good man, all because he could please them sexually. And this is something that a lot of women go through as well. So I like the fact that Jazmine doesn't only create a glamorized picture of women and their relationship with sex. Some women have an unhealthy relationship with sex, and sadly they sell themselves short because of it. So I like the realistic angle that Jazmine took on this EP, and I do like the fact that she had women tell their stories as well. I thought the concept overall was interesting, and I did like the songs. I liked every song on the EP, but the songs that stood out to me was The Other Side. That's one of my faves on the album. Also, I like the song that Jazmine had with H.e.r. called Girl Like Me. I thought Jazmine and H.e.r.'s voices complemented each other so well, and I like the song Jazmine did with Ari Lennox called On It. Both of them were singing their faces off on this song. And Pick Up Your Feelings was another favorite as well. And honestly, her live version of Pick Up Your Feelings and her live version of Lost Ones are way better than the album version in my opinion. I honestly can't listen to the album version anymore. I have to listen to the live version on Apple because Jazmine's voice is so amazing that the studio can't pick up the fullness of it all. It's just so incredible. And lastly, another song that stood out to me was Price Tags featuring Paak. And I'm not gonna lie, this song is one of my favorites on the project. However, I could not ignore the problematic line that Paak had in his verse. Now, the song is coming from two different perspectives. Jazmine is singing from the perspective of a woman who's making demands and telling her man to buy her things in order to sleep with her. And Paak is coming from the perspective of a man who's frustrated and tired of this woman draining his pockets. So this is the line that had some people talking. He said, "Forget it. Mama told me to put the kid in. Whoa, so I did it. Yes, but the baby came out as black as Samuel in Pulp Fiction. Whoa, I'm light skinned and whoa, my granddaddy Indian. You effing with my lineage and my dividends. Come on." So basically in this line, he was saying how the girl had a baby, but the baby didn't look like him. And he basically said, don't put a child on me that's not mine. It's messing up my lineage, and don't mess up my dividends by making me pay child support for a child that's not mine. So that's kind of what I got from what he said in this verse. However, I do think the way he worded it was kind of off-putting. Now, he first said, but that baby came out as black as Samuel in Pulp Fiction. Whoa. So he said that like it was a bad thing. And that was the off-putting part. There's nothing wrong with having a black baby. And he said it like it's impossible for him to produce a black baby. Now, I do know Anderson .Paak is multiracial. He's black and Korean, and he claims he has some Indian in him as well. So he is mixed, and mixed people can produce children with different complexions. So it wouldn't be impossible for Anderson .Paak to produce a dark-skinned baby if he had a baby with a dark-skinned woman. But judging from his verse, it's clear that he's one of those people that will go out of his way to make babies that aren't black. If the baby is too black, then it messes up his lineage. That's his words, not mine. Now, there were some people who called Anderson .Paak out for what he said in the song. One Twitter user said, "It's 2021 and we're still letting colorism slide. This is disgusting." Another person tweeted, "Hotels is an exquisite project, but I gotta skip price tag once Anderson .Paak speaks. He reeks of colorism." This Twitter user said, "Are we not going to talk about Anderson .Paak's problematic verse? What in the colorism was that man talking about?" Another Twitter user quoted Anderson .Paak's lyrics and said, "Anderson .Paak, I need an explanation because it's sounding hella colorist and whack." This Twitter user said, "Anderson .Paak's verse on price tags is colorist, LOL, especially the line about the baby coming out dark skinned. So it can't be his and it's messing with his lineage because his granddaddy is Indian. I like the song, but I really just heard the lyrics from his verse and it's cringe AF. As soon as his verse comes on, I feel bad for liking Jazmine's song. It's a real problematic verse. It's the only thing I don't like on hotels. Light-skinned black people can actually have dark-skinned children. That verse is just really cringe, and if you're choosing who you have kids with so they come out light-skinned, that's mad weird." Exactly. I 100% agree with this Twitter user. The line was very weird and very, very unnecessary. And it kind of shows that Anderson .Paak has colorist views, and he might try to deny it, but that line says it all. Anyway, tell what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.